Now the next part of the poem, the last 6 lines of this poem, which are called the sestet part, which is also called as solution to the problem. Okay, I'm going to recite this. It moves us not, great God, I would rather be a pagan suckled in a creed outward, so might I, standing on the pleasantly, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn, have sight of Proteus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn. Great God, it would rather be a pagan suckled in a creed outward. Here we can find the allusion of pagan. Allusion later on we will discuss in this video. First of all, we will discuss about pagan. Pagan, who were pagans? Pagan is a follower of old faith of ancient Greece and Rome that flourished before the spread of Christianity. The old pagans believed in a number of deities presiding over the different objects of nature. Everywhere in nature, the pagan could feel the presence of these deities. Consequently, he was never lonely in a field or on mountain or on the seashore. It is this aspect of paganism which attracts Wordsworth, the lover of nature. Paganism brought man much closer to nature than Christianity has been able to do. Suckled means flourished or brought up. A pagan suckled in a creed out one means suckled means brought up, nourished, nurtured. Creed means you can say a faith or religion out one means old, absoluted or outmoded, you can say. In these lines, the poet is so much disgusted with the ugly life of his age that he desires to run away to the outward creed of the pagans, who were simple and innocent people, so that all he could see, all he could know was the wonder and the majesty of nature only. Means the poet wants to be nurtured in the extinct creed of paganism. Here William Wordsworth demonstrates his anger for ignoring the pristine glory of nature. He exclaims, if the beauty and kindness of nature cannot turn our minds from materialism or spirituality, then he would become a pagan. He says that if the beauty and kindness of nature cannot turn our mind from materialism and spirituality, then he would become pagan. He complains to God that in such a heartless world, he would be happier to be a person who does not believe in God but believe in nature, like the old Greek world of pagans. So might I, standing on the pleasantly, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn. Lee means pasture, meadow, grassland. Here the poet says that in the company of the pagans, so might means if I become a pagan, then in the company of pagans he would stay beside meadow, stay beside the pasture, stay beside the grassland, and enjoy himself among the variety of beautiful objects of nature, which makes him less isolated, less forlorn. Forlorn means alone, isolated. He wants to say that in the company of nature he will feel less lonely, have sight of Proteus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn. Here also we can find the allusion of Proteus and Triton from Greek mythology, you can say. Let's know about Proteus first. Proteus was an old man of the sea in Greek mythology who possessed the gift of prophecy and the power of assuming any shape he pleased. And Triton is also a minor deity who used to blow his conch shell in order to collect together the creatures of sea kingdom. Here the poet says that in company of pagan he would get an opportunity to see sea god Proteus arising from the sea, and to hear the sound of conch shell blown by Triton. If he become a pagan, he may have opportunity to see the sea god Proteus, which who rising from the sea, and hear the sound of conch shell blown by the minor sea deity Triton. Thus, definitely this poem has a valuable lesson for all of us today. Wordsworth suggests that we should spend more time respecting nature, because nature is no longer important to any one of us.